Carl Halbirt is one of only 6 city archaeologists in the country. Every time a building is demolished in St. Augustine, Carl digs to find what treasures of the past lies beneath.
Every time you put a shovel to the ground, you learn something new about St. Augustine's heritage.
Since 1990, Carl has been digging around the city, finding everything from leather shoes to military buttons. Over the years, he has had a few favorites.
One of them happens to be a Caravaca cross, and the other one happens to be a religious medallion known as the St. Onofrius medallion.
Pollard Hall at Flagler College holds one of the wells that Carl dug up a year ago.
How did we find the well? We put a test pit there, and we found all sorts of wonderful archaeological features, including what looked to be a well construction pit that dated to the mid-1800s. And lo and behold, we hit that coquina stone well.
Carl and his team of volunteers contacted Flagler College and asked if Flagler would reroute one of the walls so the building wouldn't disturb the well.
They looked into it, but they said no, it was not possible. Instead, an alternative strategy was developed to literally pick up the well and move it to a new location.
Nick McCullough was part of the team that found the well at Pollard Hall.
It went quite deep down into the water table. So we got as far as we could, and we happened to have one of the other archaeology volunteers who was the right size, so he climbed down into the well and helped pull out the rest of it.
The team found other interesting artifacts from the past.
A military button that was probably from sometime around the Civil War. Also a bone-handled knife. Much of the blade of the knife has been rusted away, but the bone handle, which you could see, which is pretty elaborate, is still there, encrusted with rust.
Misha Jones is Halbert's assistant. She says everything they dig up has to get sorted first.
So we'll have animal bones and glass and pottery. So basically they're preparing it to be taken back to the lab, washed individually piece by piece, dried, and then go through their final piece by piece analysis.
Jones has worked for Carl both as a volunteer and as an employee of the city for 4 years now.
He's really good at teaching you what he knows. He understands that not everybody has got the experience he has, so he's very good at teaching you while making you feel like you're also still kind of in charge. It's like one of the best teachers I've ever had, I think, yeah.
The coquina stone well is now placed in the entrance of Pollard Hall, preserved for all to see. Carl and his team of volunteers continue to dig all around town to discover the interesting artifacts of St. Augustine. For FCTV News, I am Kathleen Bajalia.